Hello, y'all. So I'm just chilling. And so my plans for when I get my children, because Yahuah Willing, I'm going to get my children. Since I am technically homeless, staying in hotels, um, I was going to let them stay with their dad before I knew everything was going on. I was completely in oblivion for all of those years, not knowing what's going on. He don't answer none of my calls. He completely don't talk to me. Did not know he was with my sister until she said that out her mouth. And so I really don't know what's going on because he does not talk to me. He completely ghosted me. Now they're trying to pretend like, because like I said, both our parents said that he could beat me. So the plan was to starve me out so that I could come back, because they've been telling my son that I left and I won't come home. So he has not been talking to me, completely just ghosted me, does not talk to me whatsoever. Every time I call him, my little sister would call me. I stopped calling him last year. So, and after my daughter got kidnapped, and then they wouldn't let me see him, and I got jumped, I thought that they just hated me, but that the children were safe. I was in some panic, but I was able to talk to them sometime last year, and they seemed like they was doing all right. It wasn't until my memory started coming back, and I realized that a lot of my family are sick from the things that happened to us. My mom is still in. When we were kids, white people used to come on the land and have their way with us, drug us, do whatever. Our family has gotten sick from that, and there's a lot of pedophiles and stuff in the family that is just normal. Like, if you people just walk up to you, grab your body parts and doing like pretend like they're playing and stuff, and will cuss you out and tell you that you take yourself too serious because you don't allow it to happen. And so I didn't know what was sexual and what's not, because literally sitting at home, sitting on the couch, people just run up to you, grab your chest, start grinding on your butt. And if you say or do anything, you get jumped and beat up like, oh, we're just playing and you take yourself too serious. And like, you don't know what to believe growing up in that. So realizing that my family is not okay, as I just got a message from my sister. Hold on. Realizing that made me lose my whole train of thought. Hold on. See, that's my memory be timing out. Hold on. What was I just saying? Damn. That is not normal. Okay, yeah. My memory just blanks out. It does that because of the constant abuse and stuff. But normally I be trying to keep myself on point. Let me get back on point for it back out again. Okay, so yeah, that's not normal. So and then I was messaging my husband, I don't know why I keep calling him that, because I knew him since I was 15, been together since I was 17, even though I never be with him again. It's just, I have not broke out of calling him my husband. But in my heart, we're done. He only beat me, cheat on me. I just don't know what else to call him. But, I was telling him, like, it's not normal what your mom did to you and all this stuff. But he stayed with, like, I used to hope that he would leave his mom. He never did. He never did. Because his mom abusing him, that was his mom's fault. That was not his fault. But as memories and stuff come back, and stuff that he did and stuff that he believed, he does not believe in God. I think he might be Buddhist. But he thinks that if he had the children, that he can have sex with them. And that is what he thinks. So my children are not safe. I hope that he's not doing anything. I know how his mind works. I was in oblivion. I know how his mind works. So I know that he would groom our daughter to try to make her think to try to fool her into trying to make I know how his brain works. He would try to manipulate her into falling in love with him. So I just have to get there before that happens. He has said things like all of the stuff my memory was gone, so I did not remember it. He said a lot of weird stuff, but to my knowledge, he has not did anything sexual. I was hoping that he would see what his mom did to him was wrong, but he still lives with his mom. So my plan is to get my children, talk to them, see what's going on, see if anybody been touching them, hurting them, assess the situation from there. If they're not with my mom and his mom around and his grandma around, no, because they're the predators. And if my children's dad will not leave that situation, I'm still taking my children, because he has my children around predators. My mom and his grandma. So even if they're not being abused in that way, I still plan on taking my children. My plan was before, when I did think that they were safe, to stay with their dad, only because I did not have, at the time I was in a studio, and that still, you can't have two children in the studio, one being male. I feel like he needs his own space. That's what I feel like. And now assessing the situation, Yahuah Willing, when I get there and get them safely, Yahuah Willing, assess the situation further. They're getting older. I don't like the way that they're being raised, so I will be getting my children. People think because I'm a woman I can't raise my children. I have morals. I have standards. So when I get my children, I will be preparing them for their adult life. I believe that you should have your own stuff going before you get into a relationship, right? So my son is about to be 11. My daughter is 9. She just turned 9. So before any children are allowed to date, would have been 15, and that is no sex. I'm saying dating with parental guidance, right? The youngest would be 15, but given that I don't feel their education is being catered to like it should be, the youngest would be 17, with that being factored in, because again, education is first, and then having your own stuff going. So yes, my children will be able to. So the first thing they're going to do is focus on their education and their self-discipline. After that, I will allow them to grow their YouTube channels when they have a reason and purpose for it, so that when they come of age, they already have a platform grown to where they can transfer that into whatever type of business that they go into. Because I'm not raising my children to be workers for other people. I'm raising my children to have their own businesses. And again, that's why the government gang stop and attack me. I don't raise servants. I raise CEOs. So there will be that. They will also have their channel for their counseling reasons. I don't believe in counseling the way that people do. So as they make their videos, at the end of the year, we will review their videos and go over it as a family and see what things that, we need to grow from. Not all their videos will be posted. As a parent, I will go over videos, and until they are a certain age, until they are 15, I will be confirming or denying what they are able to post or not. We are a sports family, so we will be working on sports. Not sending my children to any major leagues. If they want to do that, they can. We have a family league that we are building and starting with our own generations, and it is time for my children to start working in the family business. Their dad and stuff, I'm pretty sure how their family have it. They're using their socials and just using and milking the children. I'm raising leaders. So while we will be in the hotels for a while, that will be to build character. As I grow and monetize my channel, then in time be able to buy and purchase land with my military, programs and stuff. I do have plans. It is nothing wrong with character building, so that when we buy land and buy a house, they know how to take care of it. So that is a little bit of my plan when I get my children. Yahuah willing.